So it's just coming out that apparently Romney will be voting to remove Trump from office. So I want to talk about this, how it kind of proves something that I've been saying all along and what the implications of this are. So if you're just casually following the impeachment story, this will have no effect on the grand scheme of things because you would need 2/3 of senators to vote to remove Trump. And now it looks like you'll have 48 voting to remove and 52 voting to acquit. So this doesn't swing that balance in any way. But what this does prove is what I've said about Romney all along. Now, I'm not going to lie to you and say I predicted Romney would vote to remove. I didn't think he would. But what I said, and you could go back and check my live streams even from last week, this is what I said about it. I said that Romney, Collins, Murkowski, Alexander, and probably many other senators that are Republicans are chomping at the bit to remove Trump. And that's because this isn't a left versus right thing. It's an establishment versus non-establishment thing. The Jeff Flakes, the John McCains, the Mitt Romneys of the world, and many others like them, even though they're Republican, the truth is they would have rather had Hillary Clinton because the R and the D is just a letter to them. They agree on all the important things, the foreign regime change wars, the bailing out their banker friends, the corruptly being able to funnel all this taxpayer money back into them and their families. They all agree on that stuff. And so the number one thing for them is to keep a potential outsider like a Trump out so that he can't investigate the crimes that they've committed and show the corruption that they're engaged in. However, I said that even though many of these Republican senators would want to remove Trump, they can't do it as long as there's massive popular support against removing Trump, particularly with Republican voters. See, they need to keep the charade going. They need to have the establishment people keep winning elections. And so they can't disgruntle the voters so much by when there's obvious animosity towards removing Trump coming out and voting to remove. So it is a bit of a surprise to me that Romney voted to remove, but not because I think that he secretly cares about the people or cares about the country or had Trump's back. No, he's a snake as I predicted all along. It's just, I guess he's decided, look, he'll still get to fill out the remainder of his term in office, and he gets to be a hero of the hashtag resistance. I'm sure it's financially and just power-wise very beneficial for him to go along with the establishment in this cause. He's proved that he's a good little stooge. How stupid do all of you people feel that voted for this man for president in 2012? When people like me, even a younger me, but still me, were telling you, this guy's a snake, he's the establishment, there's no reason to vote for the Republican Party if they're going to put people like Mitt Romney at the head of it. And I am vindicated, was proven completely correct. So what does he from here forward? Well, just like John McCain, the same Democrats, the same media, the same intel people from the establishment that said that Mitt Romney was a racist, he was a bully in college, he was a terrible person, he didn't pay taxes. All of this crap into the 2012 election, now he'll be their hero. They'll say, oh, he's always been such a great statesman and truly a man of convictions. And it's great to see him on this correct side of history. Just like they did with John McCain, just like they did with Scaramucci, just like they did with Michael Cohen, etc. They smear people nonstop, say they're horrible, evil people. But as soon as those people switch and now they're on the side of the establishment, they say, oh, they've been great all along. It just shows how disingenuous these people in the establishment are, particularly in the Democratic Party and in the media. So now they'll go out and they'll spin their narrative. Oh, history will show there was bipartisan support for removing Trump from office. No, there wasn't. First, history will show that there was bipartisan opposition to impeaching Trump in the House. And just because there's an R next to Romney's name, it's always been establishment versus non-establishment. And no one that's not in the establishment thinks that Trump should be impeached. I'll go more on about impeachment as the week goes on. I think I'll be doing a video with my friend at the Patriot Hour tomorrow on this, a live stream. But these charges are ridiculous. No objective person would vote to impeach or even to remove for these crimes. It is absurd. But this is what the Democrats want. This is what the establishment wants. Now they can control the narrative, as they always do, to say, oh, bipartisan, all the Republicans that voted not to remove are terrible. They should have followed Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney's the only one who's a reasonable person. Mitt Romney's a scumbag, as I predicted. You should vote him out of office as soon as possible. Do whatever you can to recall the man. He's a liar. He's a corporatist. He's an establishment warmonger who will do everything he can to keep outsiders out and to make sure that you, the American person, whether you're left or right, don't have a voice in this country. That's who he is. And there's plenty of others of them, both in the House and in the Senate, with Republican or Democrat next to their name. Ask yourself, I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat, what is my incumbent doing to help this country? Many of them are doing nothing. Just because they're Republican, just because they voted against impeachment, get Collins out, get Murkowski out, get Alexander out. All the people in the House that aren't correctly defending against this coup, get them out, run against them yourself. That's what I'm going to do. So, truly a disgusting display that shows the power of the establishment and allows them to try to spin this narrative. But hey, I don't care that Mitt Romney outed himself for what I knew him to be all along. Hey, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I'll be putting more content out about the State of the Union, impeachment, the Iowa caucus as the week goes on. My live stream will be noon Friday on this channel. That's all times Eastern. And please, really do like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. Share me with some other people on your platforms. And check out the description of this video. You'll see all of my links to various platforms like DLive, BitChute, Twitch, other places that you can follow me. So thanks so much and have a good one.